Farmers Insurance Open. Yesterday we had the best finish of our career so far. And for all y'all wondering, hey, y'all have
EA
been keeping up with the
Sports
series.
and the PGA Tour proudly present the
Last time I
season-long
played, I
race
was in that
for the
season with a
FedEx
lot
Cup.
of,
From a stunning setting,
lot of stuff
Torrey
left.
Pines Golf Course in Southern California. It's opening round coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open. Situated high on the cliffs overlooking the Pacific Ocean, what a golf course, Torrey Pines, and what a weekend we should have in store as we look at the leaderboard here in round one. We've got a tie at the very top at 4 under to this point. Meanwhile, our featured golfer looking to close the deal this week after a strong top 5 finish a week ago.
Good approach shot. Birdie putt coming up. That, approach shot just a little right, little short.
Good effort, but that'll run 2-3 feet past the hole. Oh, well, that is not what you want to see on the first hole. He's already thinking this better not be one of those days. Okay, it's a bogey here at first. And he's going to fall back now to 1 over par. And that's going to play just fine. So after the early bogey, the response is a solid tee shot here at the second. This is why you practice these shots from under 100 yards. You've bombed your drive. Now it's time for the touch shot. Zip one in there close. This one's looking good.
There's a good strike in there. Just a little left of the hole, but inside 10 feet. It's about 50-50 chance on the PGA Tour of making a birdie.
Yeah, well done. It's a birdie here at the second. Well, this is one of the prettiest par threes you will ever see with the Pacific Ocean as a backdrop. You don't want to gaze at it too long because this better than 200-yard shot demands every bit of your focus and attention. This is a good one. Okay, just finding the green off the tee is half the battle here at the third, though that will leave a long one coming up. This is an 11-foot putt. Got it there, but not quite on target. That one in for a bogey here at the third. And he'll drop back to 1 over par. Here we are now at the 490-yard par 4 fourth, the second longest of the challenging par 4s here at Torrey Pines. A good tee shot is essential, and a par is a good score. And this a tee shot that fits the eye, and that'll be just fine. Second shot, good look at the green. Well, too bad, Frank. That one rolled right off the green.
It was just coming out so hot.
Oh, yes. You love to get breaks like that early in a tournament. That one in for a surprise birdie. Next up here at Torrey Pines, the par 4 fifth, measuring 454 yards. Good tee shot should take the fairway bunkers out of play. This par 4 fifth here at Torrey Pines South measures 454 yards. That's not overly long by today's standards. The key here is to keep your tee shot out of those fairway bunkers. If you do and you're in the fairway, you have a reasonable chance to get out of here with a birdie. Okay, that's going to split the bunkers. A good tee shot here at 5. Second shot coming up. Let's check in for the first time with Notavigay III.
Left himself with 147 to the hole, coming off a birdie on the previous, looking for 2 in a row.
So that maybe not his best of chips, but he'll have that for his par.
You'd expect that to be a little closer from where he was, and that is far from a gimme.
Yeah, that's good putt. It is a par here at the 5th, and he'll stay at level par. All right, so you've made your way through some of those harder par 4s, and now you get a chance to lick your chops at this par 5. The 6th is 564 yards with a good tee shot. You'll have a chance of getting home in 2 and maybe making a 3. That'll wind up on the right side of the fairway. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, we should be getting home.
Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5. Frank got everything out of that.
Yeah, did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot.
A 5-footer now for birdie.
I'll take a birdie.
Okay, nicely played. That's in for birdie here at 6. On now to another lengthy par 4 on this front side here at Torrey Pines. The 462-yard 7. Tee shot down the left side is your best bet if you can do it. All right, in the fairway. Ready for a second shot, trying to knock it on the green.
And that ball looked good in the air. You'd like it to be a little closer, but still inside 40 feet. Just going to have to be careful with the lag putting.
Yeah, well done. It's back-to-back birdies here on this front side. Some tough par threes on this South course. Here's another one, the 177-yard 8. This hole deceptively uphill. Might be worth grabbing an extra club, maybe even two, to cut through this ocean air and cover that deep front bunker. And that will miss off to the left and wind up in the short grass. Now from off the green left, this is second.
Now a 7-footer.
Okay, good roll there. It is a par here at the 8th, and he'll stay at 2 under. We finished the front side here at Torrey Pines at the 615-yard par 5 9th, reachable into by only the longest hitters, but with a good drive and that aggressive layup, birdie is definitely a possibility. So in the fairway, but a pretty good number to carry here for a second to the par 5. We all know there is so much emphasis these days on power, hitting the ball long ways. We forget once in a while that you have to be able to put the ball in the proper places. That's what he's done right here.
Yeah, par 5s were designed as 3-shotters, and this hole is definitely a 3-shotter today.
This would be a good way to finish off the front side. Not much more than a tap in there. It is a birdie at the 9th, and that's going to be a 3 under 33 on this front side. Always nice to kickstart your back 9 with a birdie, and you'll have a chance. If, again, and we keep repeating this theme at Torrey Pines, if you hit a good tee shot, then you can attack. Boy, a good round going here on this Thursday, and that another fine effort off the tee. From the fairway nota, this is second.
144 left to the hole, sitting in the front left hole location.
A little short, a little left, but inside 10 feet, so even I can't really criticize that.
No gimme here. Tricky one for birdie. Okay, well done. A couple of birdies here sandwiched around the turn at 9 and 10. And he'll get it now to 4 under par. Just 2 shots off the lead. Always like to see a par 3 where you have to hit maybe a long iron, even a hybrid or a fairway wood, and that's the case here at the 11th. If the wind is blowing, already on the card it's 225 yards, but it can play upwards of 240, 250 yards. You need to be at your best on this shot. Boy, that one was coming in hot, and it winds up carrying over the back of the green. This will test the skill set here. It's his second. Well, obviously that's not his best, but it'll be quickly forgotten, Frank, if he's able to get out of here with his par.
Well, you might forget it. I won't. Far from his best.
Not quite online, and that'll drift a couple feet by. Safely in. It's a bogey here at number 11. He's going to slide backwards to 3 under par.
I we're under 3 for the round, chat.
Boy, tough to do a whole lot better than that. That ball right down the middle. Now back toward the ocean. This his second at 12. Well, sometimes you can get a little too cute. Hits the green on the fly, but too much action on the ball, and you find yourself trying to get up and down to save par. No missteps there. It is a par here at 12. And he'll stay at -3. He just keeps motoring right along. Another good tee shot right there. Now from way back, better than 300 yards, a second to the par 5. Gonna have to accelerate through the sand here to give this enough carry. Yeah, that's the price you pay sometimes in these greenside bunkers. That's going to leave a lot of work left to avoid dropping a shot. Nope, that's going to come up a good distance short. Almost forgot that's working up a slope. And that's what these greens can do to you. They make you see things that just aren't there. And that one slides by. Oof. A lot of you out there can relate to that. Time to move on to the next hole.
We gotta get it back right here, chat.
And that ball going to land in the bunker, but fortunately it doesn't appear to have plugged. Anything on the green would be a good result from here as he readies his second out of the sand.
As soon as the ball went in the bunker, that's where the problems start. Nothing more you can do, just advance it out and hope the next one gets in close.
That'll get just past the hole.
Bro, why am I falling apart low-key right here?
Safely in. It's a bogey here at 14. And that's going to drop him down the leaderboard just a bit.
Freaking bogey on neutral. Starting so good.
The 15th hole is up next. A par 4 at 480 yards. Not a whole lot to it. A tee shot of the fairway should leave you with a reasonable approach into a green with bunkers left and right. And no issues there. Good tee shot in the short grass. That's got to be disappointing. Good lie in the fairway, and the approach winds up in the bunker. Yeah, that'll do nicely. Just beyond the hole. Super job there out of the bunker. Yeah, good putt. That's in for par here at 15, and he'll stay at 1 over. So now to the final par 3 here at Torrey Pines South. It is the 16th, 227 yards, good hole with those 3 bunkers protecting the green. There is that slight opening in the front. It would take an outstanding shot to give yourself a chance to make a birdie. Yeah, even with the uphill slope, it's just hard to get a ball to stop on this green from that far back, and that'll run off long and into the rough. I think he'll be fairly pleased with that, Frank. What do you think?
I certainly do. It was so good.
Okay, that'll be a par here at 16, and he'll remain right where he is. Crucial 17th hole here at Torrey Pines, 443-yard par 4. Louis Oosthuizen hit it left here at the 2021 U.S. Open in the final round, and he paid the price. He did not win that major. He's got his game face on now. That's safely into the right portion of the fairway. Second shot coming up, and we say hello to Iona Stephen.
Yeah, we've got 127 yards left to the hole today, and the pin on the front portion.
Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
Gonna have to try and give this a good thump to fly it to the hole. Boy, that was on an aggressive line. Couldn't quite get it to stop, and that will be left for par. Not that time. Pretty good effort, but it'll wander a couple of feet by. That one finished off for bogey here at 17. And that's going to move him back to 2 over par.
Bingo on the last. Bingo on the last hole.
Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. Okay, a little left to do, but safely on the green. 11 feet away. No. Okay, safely in for his par at 18. And that will be an opening round, 74. So 1 round in the books. Frank, how would you assess what you saw from this golf course?
I think the golf course...
momentum heading into the back nine. Danny just missed my putt. Out to the right, kick to the left, and missed it. Perfect speed in for two up to 14. On to hole 8. My putt here pushed it. Broke away from the hole. Back to the wall. Danny, his putt, just made it over. Hit the hole. Knocked it offline.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From La Jolla, California, just north of San Diego, live second-round coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open. So much to behold here at Torrey Pines: the ocean, the cliffs, the trees, the green grass, the blue sky, maybe even a paraglider or two as we check out the Friday leaderboard. We've got a tie at the top at 6 under par. As for our featured golfer, it's going to take a good round to make the weekend as they enter one stroke below the projected number. That one looking good. It's in the fairway here to start round 2. And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green.
It's a decent-sized green. It's not bad, just a little past the hole.
13 feet away. Nope, good effort, but that's going to wander a few feet by. Okay, that's in for par here at the first. And he'll remain at 2 over par. Another good tee shot for him to start the round as he gets another fairway here at the second. Now from just 94 yards out, this his second.
Oh, nothing wrong with that iron shot. It's a good one. Just a little short, little right, but still a very good place to putt from.
Well done. That one rolled in for a birdie. And that's going to help his chances to play the weekend, as currently he's hovering right around the cut line. With La Jolla and the blue Pacific in the distance, we move ahead to the picturesque 201-yard par 3 third. Club selection can range from a 9-iron to a hybrid, depending on conditions, and you definitely don't want to be long here. Okay, safely aboard. Not particularly close, but we've seen plenty of balls get pushed into the canyon, so that's not all bad. Well, next week the California swing continues. We head up the coast to Pebble Beach. There's nothing like it. The AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am.
Yeah, it started all those years ago with all the Hollywood stars. The great Bing Crosby used to be called the clam boat, but look what it's turned into now. Now golf is at the stars. And if you want to be part of this, there's no better place. Come to Pebble Beach.
Here's one of the really good par 4s at Torrey Pines South. Not only is it scenic, but it's challenging, and it requires a good tee shot, well struck in play, and you're happy to walk away with a par here. And that will be more than adequate. It's safely into the fairway. Down on the course, let's check in with Nota Begay III.
He's got 141 to the hole, pinned just on the front edge.
Gonna have to give this a pretty good thump. Oh, that is the way to play it. Just run it up there. Hope you can get it close. That one was close, all right. It is in the hole.
We're on a mission today.
Next up here at Torrey Pines, the par 4 fifth, measuring 454 yards. Good tee shot to take the fairway bunkers out of play. This par 4 fifth here at Torrey Pines South measures 454 yards. That's not overly long by today's standards. The key here is to keep your tee shot out of those fairway bunkers. If you do and you're in the fairway, then you have a reasonable chance to get out of here with a birdie. Everything flowing really well right now. Coming off 3 birdies in a row. Here's another solid tee shot as well. Chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here.
Could have just done with a little bit more for breakfast. Just a little short. Maybe I'm being harsh. It's a good shot.
Nah, that's going to miss right. And a good opportunity goes by the wayside. That one finished off. Here it is apart here at 5. And he'll remain at 1 under par. Ooh, that started well right. So that sets up a tougher second shot. Missing the fairway with the drive, now in the rough. $180 yards to the flagstick. Nah, just caught it fat out of the rough. Never had a chance of reaching, and now it is time to regroup and try to escape with a par.
Everybody goes to the range and they all want to hit 300-yard short shots. But those little chip shots, they're just as important.
That is well read. A terrific putt there to save par. And he'll remain in red figures at 1 under. Just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there. Second shot coming up. Let's bring in Iona Stephen.
We're looking at 131 yards left to the flag. And the pin, it's in the front portion of the green.
Just needed that little bit more. I know it's 10 feet, but come on, I wanted it a little bit closer.
Not a long putt, but a side hiller for birdie. Oh, that just skirts the outside edge. That's a tough break.
That started so good.
Yep, well done. That's in for par here at 7. And he'll stay right where he is. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And he'll remain right where he is. Well, this is a strong par 5 to close out this front side. It measures 615 yards. Obviously, it's going to be reachable into by only the longest hitters. But still, if you play it the right way, drive in the fairway, the appropriate layup, you can make a birdie. That's what he wanted to do. After the tee shot, puts himself in really good position here on the par 5. Okay, it's not stone dead, but that's not too bad. Chance to close out the front side here with a birdie.
Too much, bro. How?
Okay, good putt there for his par here at the 9th. And that's going to be a 3 under 33 on this front side.
I'll take being -3 after that.
And that will do just fine. Now Noda, his second from the fairway.
148 yards left to the hole. Pin is very accessible here, right in the center of the green.
Third shot coming up now from the bunker. Line may have been a little more sunken in than we had thought, but all in all, not a bad shot out of the bunker. How does that not go in? You can see the frustration building. That is not a great putt there.
We're about to be +1 on this fucking round.
That goes down, but it's a 6 at the par 4. And he's going to fall back now to 1 over par. Moving now to the tough 11th hole here at Torrey Pines. Long downhill par 3 measuring 225 yards. But don't be fooled by that number. This hole often plays longer because of the wind. A very sensible play there, right in the middle of the green. 19 feet away. The pace, absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. And that step in the right direction, but he is not through to the weekend yet, as he is currently right on the cut line. Well, heading back toward the ocean, this hole, the 12th at better than 500 yards in a par 4, is typically among the hardest at Torrey Pines. It is a real beast. Okay, good position there, right side of the fairway. Now back toward the ocean. This, his second at 12. Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in. In the rough now, wondering what might have been. Okay, that's good putt. It is in to save par. That's going to keep him on the outside looking in terms of playing the weekend. Moving now to the massive 621-yard par 5 13th. You'll need a drive of 240 yards plus to carry that canyon. And if you go for the green in 2, the second shot has to carry 260 yards or so. Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow-through, and a good start to this hole. Now a second from well over 300 yards. This will be about positioning. Miss hit, wrong club. What happened there, Frank?
All the above, maybe. That's a little bit of a head scratcher. It wasn't that hard a shot.
Oh my God.
That'll be into the uppermost bunker, short and left of this green. Set from the bunker. This is 5th shot.
Just a short bunker shot. So open your feet up, open the club face up, little splash out.
Yeah, that's a good roll there to come away with just a bogey at this par 5. And he'll drop back to 1 over par. So here at the 437-yard par 4 14th, that canyon that you can see running along the left side is pretty to look at, but obviously you want to stay away from there because you can make a big number if you hit your tee shot down there. Oh no, lost that one dead right.
Bogey at the last and found the rough here. It's going to be a little bit of a shock on the momentum because it's going in the wrong direction. Well, that is a proper iron shot. Good full swing too, and gets the result it deserves. Great shot.
That's how you play this 14th hole. That's in for birdie. And he's got it back to even par. On to the 15th now. Relatively straightforward par 4 measuring out at 480 yards. Hit the ball straight, you'll be just fine. The problems come with a miss off the tee left or right into the rough near those eucalyptus trees. So that ball nestles down in the rough. Just got away a little bit on that tee ball. See what he can do with this one. His second at the 15th. Just want to avoid the flyer lie coming out of that rough. Ooh, that's where the wayward previous shot will cost you. Failed to reach the green from the rough, and now it's time to scramble. Not going to be easy. And that's going to leave some work, but it'll end up okay. 18-footer. Nah, that was low from the start. Okay, a bogey here at the 15th. And that won't help the cause one bit. Now short-sided a bit as he sets up his second from left of the green. And that's not exactly ideal. Far from a tap-in for his par.
You're being too kind. That's not at all ideal.
Oh, well, you hate to give one back on a putt like that. Okay, that in for a bogey at 16. And that's going to drop him down the leaderboard just a bit.
I gotta get a birdie on these last 2 holes, shit.
Yeah, all about hitting the fairway here, and that is right where you want to be. From the fairway nota, this is second.
He's got 144 yards remaining to the hole. Hole cut right in the middle.
That one just going to sneak on by. That one safely in for a bogey. And he'll slide back now to 3 over par. This 18th hole is not overly long, 570 yards, a par 5, and it's straight. Should be able to get home in 2, but the key is you have to keep it in the fairway. If you hit it in that rough, you're more than likely going to lay up short of that pond and try to make birdie the conventional way. But if you hit it in the fairway, good opportunity to go for it in 2 and finish your round with an eagle. Long drive, but a bad lie.
Wicked.
Nah, just cut it fat out of the rough. Never had a chance of reaching, and now it is time to regroup and try to escape with a par. Okay, on the green, but that's going to leave a putt that will get your attention. Kidding? This game's unfair sometimes. That luck did the whole way. Okay, a shake of the head as that one is finished off. And that's going to move him back to 4 over. So a disappointing end to the tournament for our featured golfer heading home following these 2 rounds.
Dang it, man. We'll play one more. We'll do Pebble Beach.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the Monterey Peninsula, live opening round coverage of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am. Blue skies on top of blue waters, right next to one of the prettiest pieces of green grass on this good earth, as we check out the leaderboard here in round 1. And the leader is Billy Horschel. He's rolling early at 8 under par. Meanwhile, our featured golfer with some work to do, as we have seen some low numbers already in this first round.
That's a bit of a head turner, really. That was a green light situation from that distance, and far from the best shot I've seen today.
Close. Couldn't ask for much more on that putt. Safely in. It's a par here at first, and he'll stay at level par. Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5. Frank got everything out of that.
Yeah, did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot.
Okay, that's acceptable there. A birdie opportunity at 2, and Nota Begay is down there.
And if you've ever used a putting mat as a holiday gift, this is the putt. Slightly up a hill and dead straight.
Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And that one not quite able to hang on. It's into the bunker.
The late, great Bobby Jones always said the hardest shot in golf is the next one. And that's evidence there in that bunker. All you can do is just simply get it out. Chip shots, you've got to be so precise. You see all the contours of the green. Well, just needed a few more feet out of that one.
Got it there, but not quite on target. That one in for a bogey here at the third. And he's going to fall out of red figures, back down to even par. No issues here. That is into the fairway. So a big drive, and not much needed to carry here for his second.
Really, it's a waste after that tee shot. Just very average approach.
Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. So here we are, Frank, the fifth hole, the first of the 4 par 3s at Pebble Beach. It doesn't get all the love that some of the others do, but this one has the players' attention. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, it certainly does, Rich. Everybody wants to take a picture, down by the 17th hole, famous par 3. Remember Jack Nicklaus's one on, but believe me, I think this hole is every bit as tough as 17.
And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. I think he'll be fairly pleased with that, Frank. What do you think?
I certainly do. It was so good.
He'll finish that one off with no problem. It's in for par. And he'll stay right where he is.
On another par 5.
Yeah, that's a good tee shot right there. Got a little extra run out. That's where you want to be. I like it a lot. He will love it if he can get out of here with a 3, and that's a possibility. A very makeable 8-footer for birdie. Oh, missed it right. Just didn't have the right line. I said very makeable. Apparently it's very missable, too. Safely in for par here at the 6th. And he'll remain right where he is. Well, this is the one you dreamed about, isn't it? Just a little baby wedge that kisses the clouds and drops softly on that tiny green here at the 7th. You and your maker. There's nothing better in the world than to be playing the 7th hole and playing it well here at Pebble Beach. Okay, that one's dancing. Birdie putt coming up, and we go to Iona Stephen.
And this has a little bit of uphill to it, working back to the right at the end.
Kidding? This game's unfair sometimes. That luck didn't the whole way. That one in. It is a bogey here at the 7th. And that's going to move him back down to even par. Frank, as you know, of all the sports played on land, golf's the one with the best views. This is as good as it gets, but you need to focus now on what's ahead of you. This 8th hole is a real challenge, isn't it?
It certainly is. The temptation is to pull the camera out, but really it's about what club you're going to pull off this tee. There's 2 runouts on the right side, about 250 yards, left side about 270, and really that white rock is a great indicator of the line.
Yeah, this not a terribly long hole, so precision off the tee is the key, and the iron is the right call there. Frank, just the visuals on this second shot to number 8, mind-boggling.
Yeah, this is really where Pebble Beach attracts the best players in the world. Sitting on top of that hill, and you look at this green that angles away from the player on the player's right. Plus, you actually have to look at the putting surface. There's only a small area of flat surface. If you come up, anything sort of 5 or 6 yards short on that putting surface, it will come off. But also, too, you can, if you look at a local knowledge, don't tell too many people, But you can use the back edge of the green, too, to roll the ball back.
Good putt there. It's a bogey 5 here at the par 4. And that won't help the cause one bit.
Well, that one's finished in the first cut. It's going to be a little bit harder to spin it from there with a little bit of grass around the ball, but still not too bad. And a good iron shot, just not quite as close as what we'd all want to finish, but still.
Now this for birdie.
Yeah, I'm looking to see the break, and I'm really not seeing a lot. If I had to push it, a hair of right to left depended on pace, slightly up the slope.
Yeah, he wanted that to go a little more, but that's not too bad from there. Okay, that's in for his par here at the 9th. And that's going to be a 1-over score of 36 on this outward 9. Hope you're enjoying this little stroll along Carmel Bay, and the golf is as good as the view. This 10th hole is 444 yards. I would tell you that it is the widest fairway at Pebble Beach. It is, but it doesn't feel that way because of the way it slopes left to right, and if you're not careful, this one can get away from you and head toward that Pacific. Wayward from the tee, and this one is headed for the rough, Frank. So a poor tee shot at 10, now his second. That is straight into the thick stuff.
Bro, how is that a drop?
Okay, a little left to do, but safely on the green. A good 20-footer here. Nah, that might have been a little more break than he was expecting, as that one winds up undercutting the hole. Yeah, that's good roll, and that in for a 6 here at the par 4. And just like that, he'll fall to 3 over par.
It's so hard to bounce back after a huge score, especially when you're still reeling from it. But try and pull the screws back in the head there. Just take a little breath, maybe 2. Decent swing. Don't try and kill it. Exactly like that. Really good shot. That's a head scratcher. That approach shot from relatively close in. I would have been looking at 10 to 15 feet.
Yeah, that's a nice putt. Getting it there up the hill was half the battle. This got there just a little wide of the mark. So that crushed in for par here at 11. And he'll hold steady at +3. First par 3 now on the backside. Frank, this is sort of the forgotten hole, the 12th, 202 yards.
It is. It's in the corner of the golf course. If you look at the right side of the screen, it's very narrow, but that's actually the entry or the gateway. And the reason why I say that is that's the full width of the putting surface. If you're going to take the bunker on, you've got to carry the ball another 8 or 9 yards. But one thing in your favor is this hole plays 10 yards downhill.
Now from the bunker.
Yeah, just a little splash out on this par 3.
Boy, that was on an aggressive line. Couldn't quite get it to stop, and that will be left for par.
That's the cruelest thing about this game, Rich. I mean, it's just now it's another shot.
So, a tough hole. It's in for bogey at 12. And that's going to drop him down the leaderboard just a bit. You can't drive it much better than that. That's the quick pickup of the tee right down the middle. From the fairway, Iona, this is second.
128 yards to the front of the green. 140 yards to get you to the flag. Pin tucked in the front left-hand portion of the green today.
That's got to be disappointing. Good lie in the fairway, and the approach winds up in the bunker. That one kind of took off on him. That'll happen sometimes coming out of the bunker, and that scoots right on by. Yes, a perfect read there. That is in to save par. And he'll remain at +4. We arrive now at the 582-yard par 5 14th. It is one of the hardest holes on the PGA Tour, year in, year out. This is a bear. And that, I do believe, is into the bunker. Want to make sure you catch this cleanly. His second to the par 5. Okay, back in the fairway, but a long ways from the green.
Making 5 here is certainly going to be a task now.
And that is going to be tough in there. That is into the heavy stuff.
Oh, nearly a great shot considering that lie in the rough. Just sadly comes to rest on the fringe.
Alright, Chet. I gotta do it. I hate to do it, but I'm withdrawing from Pebble Beach. Because we just are not playing the same that we did. I got the Phoenix Open. I need to win this to make... Oh, I qualified for the Genius Open. Alright, well that's gonna end it for this video.